Welcome to this morning's Bangladesh news. Let's hear the headlines first. Relief thieves won't be spared, says Sheikh Hasina. Coronavirus spreads to 75 areas in Dhaka city. US Bangla Airlines gets permission to operate cargo flights. UP chairman members suspended over food distribution scam. Bangladesh suspends 6 doctors for refusing to treat COVID-19 patients. And Gazipur garment workers block highway over payback. These were the headlines. Let's hear the details news now. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has vowed to clamp down on those who misappropriate relief materials meant for the poor and needy during the ongoing coronavirus crisis. She issued the warning during a video conference with government officials from Borishal and Khulna districts at her official residence Ganu Bhavan on Sunday. We are going through a crisis now. Misappropriating food, rice or other goods allocated as relief for people at this time is not worthy of forgiveness, and we certainly won't forgive anyone who does it, she said. Those who have been entrusted with responsibilities are performing them with sincerity, but there have been 1 or 2 incidents which were very painful. This is a heinous act, so I urge not to do it. We won't ever tolerate such acts of corruption. Bangladesh reported its first case of coronavirus on March 8th, but the number of infections and deaths has surged recently, prompting the government to further extend a nationwide shutdown until 25th April. The shutdown, which was imposed on March 26th, has taken a severe toll on the poor and the unemployed. The government has since allocated rice and cash as provision for the people who have been rendered jobless by the shutdown in an effort to alleviate their sufferings. Coronavirus infection has spread to 75 areas in Dhaka city, with 313 residents of the capital testing positive till today, about 50% of the total confirmed cases. With 139 people testing positive in last 24 hours, the total number of confirmed cases has reached to 621. The country's death toll now stands at 34, according to Institute of Epidemiology, Disease Control and Research (IEDCR). The IDCR data shows that Mirpur is one of the coronavirus hotspots in Dhaka, with a total of 52 COVID-19 patients zone in the Dhaka city of Mirpur. In Mirpur, the most affected area is Tolarberg with 19 cases and Mirpur 11 with 10 cases. Other affected areas of Mirpur zone are Mirpur 12 with 8 cases, Mirpur 1 with 5 cases, Mirpur 10 with 5 cases, 6 with 2 cases, Mirpur 13 with 2 cases, and Kajipara with 1 case. After Mirpur, other hard-hit areas are Uttara with 17 cases, Wari with 16, Dhanmondi with 14, Lalbagh 13, Mohammedpur 12, Bashabur 12, Jatrabari 11, and Hazaribagh with 8 cases. Besides, Banani, Bangshal and Mohakhali each have 7 COVID-19 cases. To tackle this situation, Dhaka Metropolitan Police put 54 areas under lockdown following the virus outbreak, media report says. Besides, in some areas, building owners and community leaders have stepped up to limit movement without waiting for police and administration to ward off their looming crisis. No strangers, housemaids and guests are being allowed to enter some residential building, locals said. Even courier services or delivery men are being barred from entering the building. US Bangla Airlines has received permission from the government to operate cargo flights in a bid to facilitate the country's export and import sector. The airlines will start operating its maiden cargo flight from next week, Kamrul Hassan, General Manager Public Relations of US Bangla Airlines, said in a release. Primarily, West Bangla Airlines will operate cargo flights to different Asian destinations, especially Singapore, Malaysia, China, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, India, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, he said. Various products including personal protective equipment, hand sanitizers, gloves and masks will be imported using 4 Boeing 737-800 aircrafts. Besides, US Bangla Airlines will also ferry emergency commodities, especially garment products and vegetables. Each of the Boeing aircrafts will be able to transport around 20 tons of cargo items. US Bangla Airlines will be able to operate flights to countries with which the Bangladesh government has bilateral agreements, said Kamrul Islam. The government has suspended 3 elected representatives, a chairman and 2 union council members for their alleged irregularities in distributing relief materials to the poor and people in distress due to coronavirus outbreak. The LGD issued a gazette notification in this regard on Sunday. The suspended UP chairman is Nurul Afsar representing Mirzapur Union Parishad under Hazaribagh Upazila of Chittagong. He was accused of his alleged role in irregularities in the government's relief distribution to the poor in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak. Previously, Hathazari Upazila Nirbahi officer Ruhul Amin investigated the allegations and found the UP chairman was involved with irregularities in distributing relief goods. Later, Chittagong Deputy Commissioner Ilyas Hussain recommended removing the UP chairman from his post as per Chittagong local government. In a similar incident, Shahin Shah, member of Shukash Union Parishad in Shingra Upazila of Nator, has been suspended due to his role in unscrupulous selling of rice. The government launched a special open market sale of rice at 10 taka per kg in all cities and district towns from April 5th to ensure food for the poor and the countrywide shutdown. The Directorate General of Health Service has suspended 6 doctors of the Kuwait-Bangladesh Friendship Government Hospital in Dhaka for going missing and refusing to treat COVID-19 patients. Those suspended for going missing are Junior Consultant of Anesthesia Harmobo Chandra Roy and Medical Officer Farhana Hasnat, Urmi Parvin and Kausarullah. The doctors who refused to treat COVID-19 patients are junior consultants of gynecology Sharmin Hossain and resident physician Fazlul Haq. The government prepared the hospital exclusively for treatment of patients with coronavirus infections after the outbreak started. Its supervisor Mohammad Shahabuddin reported the 6 doctors to the Health Directorate on April 9 for not treating patients. Desperate workers from some garments factories in Gazipur have blocked the Dhaka-Mymensingh highway to pile pressure on owners to clear back pay. Traffic came to a halt after the highway was blocked on Sunday. Later, the disgruntled workers left the street after owners assured the employees of paying all dues. Gazipur is locked down and most of the factories are closed except for a few. Workers from Trust Knitwear Industries Limited in Bhabanipur started protests around 9 am over the news of the authority firing the workers and without paying their salary for March, said Inspector Jahangir Hossain on Gazipur Industry Police. Police went to the scene and brought the situation under control. Later, the owners assured workers of paying the wages on April 16th. They started street protests over the news of their colleagues being suspended without any salary, said MD Zubair, a worker. Workers from Stylist and New West Fashion Limited in Bogra took to the streets around 8 am demanding their wages due for March, said Jalaluddin, additional superintendent of Gazipur Industrial Police. At one point, they blocked the Dhaka-Mymensingh highway, but later left the streets after the owners promised to pay their wages. Shahina Begum, a knitting operator at the New West factory, said workers have not received any salary for the last 2 months. Now, we don't have any food at home. We need to pay our house rent and buy grocery. We are about to die from starvation. Relief sent by the government reaches only the local and Gazipur voters. Others never get it, she said.